Well, it's finally worked. It was my first time, so I wasn't used to it. As I said, the suit you are wearing has a recording camera and walkie-talkie function. Well then, let me speak shortly. I am Wilson Smith. This place has been conducting human experiments under the orders of the state for 5 years. And this place is a prison facility for those who will be used as test subjects located 666 meters underground. Excluding the prison, there are a total of 3 research facilities, and the test subjects we had locked up in each have now been released. Everyone is dead except me and this guy who is trying to escape now. So even though the test subjects will never escape to the ground, we must still tell someone what happened here. I won't say it's a guilty conscience. If you were in my situation, you would have done the same. But my circumstance is not important. What is important is that this recording must reach the ground safely. I will do my best to help this soldier. I hope this soldier will be able to escape. I think this is the end of what I have to say. To get to the next floor, go out and take the elevator on the left. Since you cannot speak, turn on the radio at the timing when I told you to. Then I will give you the information about next floor step by step. Go to the elevator when you are ready. Radio testing, 1, 2, 3. There doesn't seem to be any problem with the radio. Then I will tell you about the 3rd basement floor. The 4th basement level is where test subjects like you are imprisoned. The 3rd basement floor is the most important facility of all floors. Human experiments are being conducted in there. It is also a place where various classified documents and drugs used in experiments are stored. The structure of the 3rd basement floor is divided into a lower floor and an upper floor. There are 2 staircases connecting the 2 floors, and each floor has a laboratory and offices. The last time I escaped from there were 2 test subjects, Q023. Although they can't see, their ears are bright enough to react to even small sounds, especially the sound of glass shards. Also, even if there is a wall between you, you are not safe. They can feel sound through vibration. Due to lack of budget, the walls were built thin and not soundproof, so it would be better for you now. If he suddenly makes a different sound beyond the wall, escape from there immediately. If the distance is far enough, you may have time to avoid it, but if it's already close, it's too late. This time, it's about the elevator that can take you to the next floor. The elevator to the 2nd basement level is at the end of the hallway on the upper floor. The elevator operates on emergency power, so there shouldn't be any problems. Instead, it requires 2 registered key cards to operate. Since we also have ranks, there are only 2 people registered. It is designed so that no one can go up without permission. I recently heard that the people in charge have changed, but I don't know who, so you have to find out what the card is. You can find the key card by searching the corpses carefully. For reference, the electric room on the 3rd basement floor is not enough to turn on the power. In other words, it will be very dark. As soon as you leave, there is an emergency flashlight in the electric room on the left, so take it. It looks like you'll be arriving soon, so I'll end the radio. If you've safely boarded the elevator, turn on the radio. This is Wilson. I got your call. I guess you arrived at the next elevator safely. Is there anyone still alive? If so, knock on the radio once. If not, knock on twice. I was wondering if if anyone was still alive, but I don't think that was the case. It is what it is. Then I'll start explaining the second basement level right away. The second basement level is a place where creatures or objects with unique characteristics are collected from the ground and stored. It can be seen as a place to study how these can be directly applied to the human body. Most things are either little known or extremely dangerous. Just before I escaped from the third basement floor, I received a short and urgent call from the second basement floor. X014 escaped. Since you left, I've been looking for information about this X014. I'll explain it as concisely as possible, so listen carefully. It has the appearance of a mannequin. This object does not move when viewed by an organism with eyes. However, when not looking, it rushes towards the nearest organism at a very agile speed. If the mannequin comes into contact with the organism immediately turns into the appearance of the same mannequin. The organism that turns into a mannequin loses its sense of self and becomes still, and after some time passes, it tries to find another organism. In other words, you must never take your eyes off the mannequin and watch carefully before escaping. And one more thing about the elevator. The elevator is still operated with emergency power, but you have to go through 3 iron gates that don't work with emergency power. Since electricity is currently cut off, we need to replenish electricity by restarting the hydroelectric power plant that was temporarily operated in the past. Find the hydroelectric power room and restore the electricity there. After restoring it, go straight to the central room. There, use a computer to connect electricity to the iron gates. If you still don't have enough power, you have to manually turn off the power to the storage room. As far as I know, there are 8 manual switches in there. It's a matter of luck, but if you turn down the switch as much as possible, you'll have enough power. I hope you arrive at the next elevator safely again. Once you get on, contact me again with the radio. call. I believed you would be able to reach it. Was there anyone alive this time, just like before? If there is, try once. If not, try twice. Is that so? Looks like my guess was right. There are nothing we can do. I can only pray that you escape. Well, I'll explain about the first basement level right away. The first basement level is the largest and most spacious of all underground facilities. When this laboratory was originally built, it was designed to solve all possible problems on the first basement floor. However, the underground area was further expanded with continuous funding from the government. Anyway, what you need to do as soon as you arrive is to secure a means of escape. In order to secure it, you first need to know how to escape. The escape method can be found in room C-08. As soon as you find it, go to Be Care.
Hey, come here quickly. Whoa, that was close. You'll be safe here by now. I never thought there was anyone alive but me. Judging by your clothes, it looks like you came up from the floor below. And your face looks familiar. I'm sure I've seen your face somewhere. Could it be Experiment 091, the soldier who came here on treason charges? I only heard about it through pictures and rumors, but I never thought you still alive. You're a huge celebrity around here. There's almost no one who doesn't know about you. Anyway, how on earth did it get here? You couldn't have come this far alone. No, I said something unnecessary. The most important thing is how to escape from this hellish place. As for me, I just don't know how. All systems are down, communication to the outside is impossible, so you can't ask for help. Magnetic tape? That will help you escape from here? Then put it into the device on the desk here. Hope something comes out.
What I'm going to say now, I'm talking to you who are listening to this right now. It's about the truth about this facility and why these things happen. You must have seen a lot of strange things on your way up here. All of them exist for one purpose. That is, creating a biological weapon. As you know, this country is currently at war. To end this long war that lasted 20 years, the government pushed ahead with an inhumane project. I've been conducting human experiments for 5 years, and I knew this project would be completed soon. But I couldn't watch this project be completed. There are 2 reasons why I couldn't watch it. The first is that if these biological weapons are exposed on the ground, the world will be thrown into chaos. Another reason is because of my family. The government threatened to harm my family if I didn't participate in this project. I had no choice. I had no choice but to commit myself to this project. But 6 months ago, I received unbelievable news. My family was killed by our military. My wife and my only little daughter died more than 2 years ago. My wife, who ran the bar as usual, was killed on the spot by a drunken soldier. The daughter was so shocked by what she saw, she couldn't bear it and committed suicide. It was difficult to finally find out this terrible truth, but what was even more difficult was that guy was still working for the country. I hate this trash country and its soldiers. However, you were different. You would risk your life to expose these top secrets. I wanted to give you a chance to live. If I tell you this far, you might be wondering, why did I have to go this far to record it? I intend to neutralize this facility. This is a serious crime that carries the highest penalty among state treason. This plan was carried out without informing anyone, as it was over the moment it was exposed. Release the eyeless monster. Release the biological mannequin. Release the poisonous gas. All of that I did. If there is someone else who survived all of this, it would mean that they used the luck of a lifetime, right? I wanted to give those people a chance too, a chance to survive. It's my bare minimum conscience. Well, it's funny to even say this. All systems there must be paralyzed right now. In other words, you can never go out through the front door, but there is only one way open. There is a large laboratory in the center. The main computer there can be accessed with a 4-digit password. If you enter the password correctly, a small door at the back of the lab will open. If you go through the small door and go straight, there is a cargo compartment heading to the ground. It can be operated manually, so if you ride it and head to the ground, you'll be successful. You have to find the password yourself. To give you a hint, there are tapes hidden in each of the A, B, C, and D lines. One in room A, one in room B, and so on. I did this because you to walk around as much as possible. If I had told you in advance, you wouldn't have been able to record of the entire facility. You might think I'm being mean, but don't forget, I'm giving you a chance. Anyway, if you got the tape, play it. You'll know 1 digit of the password. That's all I have to say. Then, I hope you get out of this hellish place safely.
What is this? All of this? Wilson's plan? It's a shame that the family died, but still, this clearly crossed the line. Why did you kill even innocent people? What crime have we committed? I'm sorry. I don't think I should say this in front of you. Considering what our group did to you, in your eyes, we might be worth dying for. You can think of it as an excuse, but know one thing. Most of the people who worked here had their own reasons and followed the government's orders. However, I would like to sincerely apologize on behalf of the practitioners of this facility. Thank you. Since we survived, let's survive until the end. But there's just one problem. Now my gas mask is almost at the end of its life. I can't estimate how many minutes it will last. The suit you're wearing will last a very long time. I'm sorry, but I think you'll have to get some tape. Instead, I'll tell you what I know about the monsters you saw earlier. These are the ones we found in the deep sea cave. We are calling them Q001. Maybe it's because that thing got used to living there, but their eyes are very bright. They're also incredibly adaptable, so even the deadly poison gas here doesn't work on them. Instead, you can temporarily neutralize it by shooting a strong light directly into its eyes. And luckily, there's a Polaroid camera on the shelf here. It requires charging time, so you can't use it often. So try to use it only when you need it as much as possible. Again, I'm really sorry for not being able to accompany you. I will be helpful in the future. Lastly, here is my identity card. You can come and out freely here. Then go now. I'll be waiting for you to come back.